So, the season 3 finale of For All Mankind. I don't think it worked. I'm sorry, I don't think it worked. I get what the writers were trying to do. They're trying to draw a parallel between the Oklahoma City bombing and the bombing that occurs in this finale. But ultimately, this episode was too much setup and not enough execution. To a certain extent, last week's cliffhanger was very much on the level of I am Locutus of Borg. So they kind of set themselves up for failure. We get about 10 minutes with this really interesting North Korean. But then the writers drop the fucking ball. We don't get to see more of him. I wanted to know more about this dude. And this plan to rescue Kelly? I mean, I'm no astrophysicist, but would she burn up in the fucking atmosphere? Now, Ed Baldwin was excellent in this episode, and I have to commend Joel Kinnaman for bringing this gravitas that the show really fucking needs. But this finale was so disappointing in resolving all the story strands. It felt really cheap. For All Mankind is not cheap. 8 of the 10 episodes of this season have been bona fide masterpieces of television. And yes, we do have a flash forward. I won't reveal it, but it is nice to know that Radiohead exists in this alternative universe. Nevertheless, the Stevens family line is so uninteresting. And given that there are inevitably some deaths of certain characters, I felt that there was something emotionally missing. Now, I'll still stick with For All Mankind, because in the main, it has been completely fucking awesome. But I feel that the writers really painted themselves into a corner here. The show is about the wonder of achievement. And at its best, it's a thoughtful examination of how cooperation often trumps selfishness. But there was none of that this week. And while this wasn't as bad as episode 8, it was still really fucking disappointing. Grade C+.